go play. Hey guys, Clint from Your Outdoor Experience. Here's Simon at Borumba Dam. We're here for the Queensland Freshwater Fishing Tournament, the first Hide Up sponsored round. And we're just having a look around, see what we can find. Right now, today is pre-fish day. The comps runs over 2 days, Saturday and Sunday. And on the Friday, what we do is we do what we call a pre-fish, where we go on the dam and we try and figure out what we're going to do for the comp. A lot of the guys will come a few weeks before and start working out where the fish are, and then just like make sure that on this Friday, make sure they're happy with their game plan for the comp. And yeah, so Simon and I right now, like I say, we're just sounding around trying to find schools of fish that we can target in the comp. We probably won't fish a lot today. We'll do a lot of sounding and seeing if we can figure out where these fish are sitting. We've obviously got a bit of a heads up from the guys in the depth that they're at. They're saying they're from around that 10 foot out to about 17, 18 foot. So we're concentrating in obviously that area, having a look around. Over the years, when you fish the dams and you do the comps, you kind of work out there's key areas that the bass will always sit in. They seem to be creatures of habit. And yeah, so all we do is turn up to the dam, go look at our favorite spots, and then if we're not finding them there, that's when we start worrying and we start looking everywhere else.
Yeah, we're also looking at, so when we've driven into this dam, we looked at what the height was straight away, which we've seen it's full. So it's been overflowing this dam a couple of years now, so they've lost a lot of fish, but there's still a lot of fish in this dam, a lot of small ones, and there's some good ones. We've looked at the watercolor straight away and seen it's dirty, so you're gonna have to use your either your spinner baits or our chatter baits, or something that's going to flash. Also your dark colors, which you wouldn't really think it would work, but dark colors when it's dirty water works really well. And so we're just going to spend a little bit while cruising around. We're concentrating in the main basin straight away, because a lot of these fish want to go over that dam wall, so now they're going to concentrate out here and have a look before they go over. So Glenn and I will spend an hour or so just slowly moving. There's a point up on the corner here later on we'll have a look at. So, and we know there's a rock point come out over here. And so yeah, we've got quite a lot of history on this dam. We've done a bit on it, but every time we come here it changes, so you've got to change. So you can't just turn up a dam and think you're going to catch it the same like you did a couple of weeks ago. It just doesn't work like that. You've got to try and work out what's changed. It's rained pretty good a couple of days ago, and that would have affected it. They've got inflow coming in. We've seen the creeks coming across. When we're coming through to the deer park, to stay at the deer park, we saw they were running, so that's a couple of hints to us of what's happening. We're looking for bait and we're looking for cormorants, trying to work out bait. If there's bait is there, that's where they're going to be the fish some of the times, not all the time. And so yeah, we're just quickly having a look around, and yeah, we'll get back to you as we go through the day. We're going to do a video for this 3 days while we're here doing the comp. So Hide Up and Your Outdoors is sponsored Queensland Freshwater Fishing Comp, so we've got quite a few guys coming and ladies. So we're looking forward to meeting them all again this year. We haven't seen them for a while, so it's going to be good fun, and go hide against them and try and see if we can win.
So at the moment we're standing out. I'll just see if I can show you that. I'm marking up fish here and there. They're almost like suspended out in this 11-foot mark here. We're trying to find, in the comp, you're trying to find a good concentration of fish, so that when you throw your lure through them, you've got the chance of more fish seeing it. And then with bass, we've found, especially with the live nowadays, you can see they actually compete against each other for that lure, and that's what sometimes triggers that hit, especially when they're shut down. They get a bit of jealous of each other and they think, hang on, I want that before the other guy gets it. And before they actually see that it's a lure, they'll just hit it out of just sheer reaction. So yeah, the more fish we can find on the sounder, the better. I'll try and explain the sounder a bit to you. So this is a traditional sounder, what we call a traditional sounder. This is sending a signal down, bounces off the bottom, comes back up. If there's anything else between the bottom and the boat, we're obviously up here, the boat. This is actually the hard bottom. And if there's something in between, it'll hit that and come back up. And this is what we're seeing here, which is what we call the fish arches, which is where you got to think if a fish is like that, and you've got a beam going down, hitting it, it's going to hit like that, come back up, and you actually, even though the fish is not in an arch shape, it'll still bounce back as if it's an arch. It's a more effective way of seeing these fish on the sounder. If you have where you have the fish logo come up on the sounders, the old school stuff, that a lot of the times they'll come up even if you have a stick or like a branch of a tree, it'll come up and look like fish, and you're thinking, oh wow, that's a fish. Where if you have this style of setup, you can actually tell if it's a tree or not. I'll try and show you later when we get further up in the dam, when we're fishing over the tops of trees. I'll show you what a tree looks like, and then I'll show you what proper fish look like. And we haven't quite found a good sounding of the fish yet to show you, but when it does, I'll bring it up and do a bit of a video then.
So we're just going up the right arm at Borumba here, and as you can see, we've found a bait. Got a whole stack of bait. We're looking.
Looks like fish sitting under it there. You can kind of see fish all through underneath it.
So as we're coming up the side, we saw bait flicking on the back of the space, so we've come to have a look, and that's the most bait we've seen, which is a good thing while we're trying to work it out. Other thing we're trying to work out is the wind, which way the wind blows here. So because the wind will blow the bait onto these banks along here. So the bass, as you know, they're predatory fish. They'll sit and wait for the bonies to get pushed onto them. So the bass can be lazy like all of us can. So yeah, so we're just going to slowly work our way through here and just have a look for arches. We found a few arches. As you can see on the Garmin showing, and then on the Lowrance. Borumba's a beautiful dam to fish on because just the scenery is amazing, as you can see. I'm just going to keep going through and seeing if they stack up on these edges where the wind. Just got to work out which way this wind's blowing. So we'll get back to you in a bit later.
After that, we ended up travelling further up the right arm of Borumba, right up to where the water would be coming in, and that's where we found a little spot. We got to the spot, first cast, hardly even had a chance to get the camera going, and I hooked what felt like a really good bass. So we ended up pulling the hooks right at the boat, and but Simon got a look at it, and then the next cast of Simon's on a Nike Cation blade, and he hooked another cracker of a fish.
That sounds good. Holy. I think we got our spot. That is a cracker. That's a video. I'll grab it. I'll grab the GoPro. Oh, right here. Wow. Yeah. Little one.
We ended up moving away from that spot and fished a couple of other spots towards the main basin. We threw jigs and blades and ended up hooking another pretty good one, and Simon got snapped off and caught a couple of other little ones. But yeah, we kind of had our spot we wanted to fish the comp, and we thought we'd see what happens the next day. The next morning we spend a bit of time having breakfast and then getting the boat ready. By this time we've pretty much got all the rods and and leaders and everything tied and lures on that we think are going to work for the day. And yeah, so we don't have to worry about too much other than getting the boat in the water and getting ready for the comp to start. This is a Saturday morning of the comp. Everyone putting in. There's a busy little boat ramp in the morning, but everyone's done it so many times it goes pretty quick.
Jiggets.
Alright, it's game day today. Saturday morning. It's going to start the comp at 6 o'clock. It's 5:40 at the moment. Boys are pretty much all in, so you might start a little bit earlier. But yeah, we've got a bit of a game plan for today. A little bit worried we're going to have a few boats up where we're going, but that's part of comp fishing. You got to learn to work around them, and hopefully we can work something out. Get a couple each. Let's see what happens. You confident?
Yeah, no, we got a couple of crackers yesterday, but we didn't say too much because it's comp. We sort of don't like not telling people what we caught, but yeah, it's just a comp. So yeah, we caught them on blades, Flash Union blades, and chatterbait, Pumpkin Blossom 3/8 chatterbait. We've got some pretty good ones for Borumba. There's a lot of little bass here, heaps and heaps of little bass. So trying to get the bigger ones around that 38 to 40 is really cool. So a lot of bait fish. We've seen a lot of bait fish. We went up the right arm and found a lot more bait. So we did hear that they got a few good ones up the left arm at Borumba here. So it's going to be good. That means people will spread out. So the thing we heard, and you got to listen when you're at the briefings and listen to guys talking, is the TN60 jackals, the rattles are working on the banks here. I heard quietly this morning, and then we also heard that jigheads are working. So that's just listening to guys telling us, which is really nice, and work as a team to work it out. So it should be a good day. We're looking forward to it. So 2 sessions today, 6 to 11:30, and then we have a break, and then it's 1 to 5:30 this afternoon. So we'll bring in 2 fish each because it's a singles round. And then Sunday we got a morning session. So we just want to try and get 2 legals each per session, which would be awesome. So yeah, we'll keep you in the loop. We'll turn it on when we start thinking we're going to get some, and try and get you some footage.
We are set off in the comp by someone counting out the number that you have drawn the evening before. The first session, the second session is pretty much the same. You draw another key tag, we call it, and we go out at that number. And then the third session in the single rounds is basically your position that you're in the competition. If you've caught good fish, you're closer to the lead, and if you haven't, you're further back. So in the competition, each session you're trying to catch the 2 heaviest fish that you can. At the end of the session, we take them back in, we put our key tag that we're given the day before on a board, and then we weigh our 2 biggest fish each. When it comes to the boats we use, the main thing is to have a live well in the boat that you can keep your fish alive. If they die during the session, you obviously can't weigh those fish in, and you may even be disqualified. You're trying to keep those fish as healthy as you can so we can all catch them again another time. We got to our spot for the morning, and as we had feared, a few of the other competitors had worked out the fish were in this area. And we got to share it with a couple of our good mates, and yeah, we managed to get a couple of fish, but definitely not the size we got the day before.
Ready?
Yep.
Oh, take your time. It's getting closer.
That's legal.
It's a little but even bigger than that.
Nah, I don't think it's legal. I got it. You keep fishing.
Okay. That's legal. Oh, awesome.
Cool. Come on, deep. Try and show you guys. We're just fishing the blades up here at Borumba. Blade has embedded itself in my net. There you go, that's my 2 fish. Simon's just about to get his second, hopefully. Hopefully we're upgrading from then on in. Yeah, Flash Union blade, banging them. Just throwing it in, hopping it a few times and then going into a slow roll and they're just banging it. It's pretty cool. Just make sure my hooks are all good. Yep. And go again. See if we can get another one. Just throwing it straight down the middle of this river. This is right up the river, up to the right arm of Borumba. Just throwing it straight right up it. Although we just got a bit tangled. Probably got a hit. I missed it. Bring it in and fix it up. There we go. You hit the bottom, a couple of hops. If you don't get a hit, just go into slow roll and let it go back to the bottom. The rest of the morning got a bit tough for us. We got a few little ones, but yeah, nothing to write home about. We ended up moving out of that area, worked a few other spots, and then yeah, that was our morning session. And in the afternoon session, we went back to that spot, but yeah, it just didn't feel right. So ended up moving again and chased our tail actually for the whole of the afternoon for a lot of little ones, but nothing legal. It brings us to the next morning. I started off throwing surface along the bank that we got a few hits on and sounded up some good fish. I didn't get much on surface, but ended up seeing some really good fish on the live and decided to try and fish for those.
Good one. Yeah, good one. Yep.
Take your time. Yeah, take your time. Awesome. There's one. Yeah. Good fish. Okay.
Yeah, look, just need to take a thing. Hang on.
Just got my first fish for the Sunday morning on the old Flash Union blade. Just sitting off the edge. Yeah, Simon just got one on a Noiki, on a jig with a Noiki Smoking Dad trailer, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, finally trying to work out something here. Found a little spot away from everyone else. Just having fun getting this out of there. Have to grab my grippers. Yeah, we struggled a bit yesterday afternoon. Got lots of fish, but not the right size fish. We're trying to get those legals really hard. Yeah, little Flash Union, 5 gram in gold black. Did the job for me. Pretty awesome.
As you can see, it's a beautiful day at Borumba here. It's on a Sunday. We've been getting our tush kicked here at the comp, which is good. Yeah, some of the guys have worked them out.
Been a long time since we've been to Borumba. So just trying to learn the dam again. Number one. Awesome. Get another one.
Just show you around here quickly. Look at all really cool dam, Borumba, if you want to come visit it. So just past Emble. We just stayed at the deer park. Again, just seen some bass on the sand here, and you can see them just there. So just coming through, and he's just hopping a blade really slowly through those, and that's what he's getting them on. Maybe we'll get a few more.
Oh wow. Go around the tree. What's that? Ready? Yep, take your time. Oh yeah, yes. Number 2. Oh. Another one. The Flash Union Full Metal Sonic shaft. Grab my clippers. Just on the outside of the mouth. Just not eating right at the moment. Just grab my grippers and I'll show you. Set here. There we go. Oh, hurt yourself. Another one just over 30 centimeters, which is good. That's all we need. Oh, Flash Union blade. That's a bit better fish than we were getting yesterday morning.
Cool.
Happy as. Let's see if we can get a big one. Let's get Simon here second.
Chuffed.
Happy.
He's been got his 2, which is awesome.
Awesome.
So yeah, doing the same thing, just slowly hopping along that edge there. So we're in 10 foot of water. Glenn was just about to turn around and go the other way.
We'll keep going a little bit further this way now. angle. That's like that. Monster. And lots of fish in here at the moment at Borumba. They've definitely, the stocking association's definitely doing their job. Like, it's awesome. Going to come back. Pretty awesome in a few years. Oh my God, don't hurt yourself. I can get this guy out without hurting him too badly. Logan. We ended up turning around there and going back and starting that same bank again. You'll find if there's fish along that bank, you can keep working it sometimes and you'll just keep catching fish along it. The steeper rocky banks, we found the jigs worked a little bit better than the blades. Obviously the blades would get caught up in the rocks, and the jigs much more snag proof, so they work a lot better in that area. Good. Bloody close to upgrading, I think. Jim just got one on a jig. It's pretty cool. Yeah. I can do a video. Another legal. I think it's a little bit smaller than the other ones we're getting on the blades, but yeah, it's cool to get another one. And we're actually using a jig with the Smoke and Dad, Noiki Smoke and Dad 3-inch soft plastic on it. Just hopping it down these rock walls, and yeah, they munch it. It's pretty awesome. Kept going along that bank with the jigs, and then ended up getting to the shallower part, worked blades again, didn't get much. Simon got blown away by a good one on a jig, but yeah, just didn't have much luck this comp. We couldn't crack a very good pattern, but that's sometimes tournament fishing for you. I got caught at 3 there. I couldn't walk away.
That's a lot of shit, isn't it? That's like me yesterday. I just went back to looking at my phone. I'll get out of there. Seems to have a good light. Yeah. You reckon BSAP's going good?
Yeah, it seems to be the one in Warwick. Yeah. What he does is he sets them up. But with the new store, he'll go and set it up.
Okay.
Yeah, so he says he is the manager of the Warwick one, but then what's going? Turtle.
The turtle?
Yeah, turtle.
You want to net it?
Yeah, I'm gonna see where I put it in. I'm gonna have to, I think. Drop it.
Where'd you get him?
In the mouth, I think.
Keep
Show
the
the
tension
camera.
on.
Show the camera.
Oh,
Bit of a weird bycatch. Oh, and
See,
he's
see what
climbing
we
out.
got on the thing?
Good for length, just not right species.
Yeah, blades catch everything, as you can see. You've got 6 tacks. Yes. Cool. We'll keep one up our sleeve.
Yeah, yeah.
Some of the prizes on offer, and that's not including the money. That most of the money goes back to guys in prize money, and then you also win lures, hats, and a trophy if you take out. And you also
So first place for the juniors this weekend with a weight of 0.52, young Kobe, Washington. Yeah, Kobe. All right, mate.
got your badge. Good job, mate.
Congrats, mate.
Well done, mate. Awesome.
There we go. You want to come in here? Well, they
Yeah.
did a good thing. And there we are.
Second place for the weekend with a weight of 7.820, Paddy Conduit. Okay, another $920, I think it is. There in the check.
All these?
Yep.
And this? Yep. And a check. Okay.
Righto, big bass this weekend with a weight of 2.170, Paddy Conduit. Woo! Takes home $470.
Oh, wow.
Thanks, guys.
Oh,
That
thank you.
off
Shake a
here.
Thanks, Simon.
Big bass for the
Yeah.
Cheers.
Grab that. Hold it. Cool.
Thanks, boys.
Well done.
Well done, mate.
Thanks,
That's
mate.
awesome fish, mate.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Thank you.
Too easy.
Awesome.
Well done.
Third place with a weight of 6.160, Dylan Nightingale.
Awesome wood. Well done. Okay.
Takes home $550.
second.
Second place for the weekend with a weight of 7.820, Paddy Conduit. Okay, another $920, I think it is. You're going to lead the brothers home more often, aren't you, mate?
Yep. So I can do what I want to do.
Congratulations, mate.
Thanks, mate.
That's what I'm doing, man.
That's what I'm doing wrong.
Yeah, leave him at home.
First place for the weekend with a weight of 8.290, Jordan Rans.
Hey. Much? 1,400.
$1,400.
Thank you. Well done, bud.
Awesome, man.
Thank you very much. Here's your check.
Hide up, Jordan, hide up.
Alright, Jordan, tell us how you did it, mate.
I'm sure everyone's getting sick of me saying this, but just fishing a skirted jig, pretty much the same as the last few comps I fished last year, just fishing deep trees. So there wasn't, I don't think it's anything special, just finding suspended fish around the trees between 45 and 50 feet of water. And yeah, just using the active target food to just pinpoint the fish. And then pretty much just work on the lure till they react. Mixed it up with a few different trailers this weekend, but a broad trailer seemed to be the go. I do mix it up every now and then with a bit of scent, but yeah, other than that, it's just standard jig fishing for me. Thanks to Glenn and Simon for sponsoring the round. Thanks to Paul and Karen for the weekend, and yeah, all the anglers.
On you, buddy.
Awesome. Awesome. That's cool.